Welcome to your magic moon message. This is the peace dealer on this sunny, hot day with my sexy, hot self. Look at that. You see that? Dripped out in the yellow. Holler. Anyway, we are activating our new magic words. Every time the moon and the sun meet in Gemini, it is a 0-degree conjunction that activates the first change. We call this the winds of change. Look at the wind. Look at the wind. We call this the winds of change. The wind is a mysterious element, an entity that no one knows where it blows. Just like most Geminis who think there and think about that and then think about this and then think there and think there. We don't really have any order to how our mind kind of flows and whips around. You must be like wind, not water. I'm just joking. That being said, you don't want to be exactly like wind. But that being said, okay. You want to be more like water, for sure. But that being said, guys, every time we step into these winds of change, these are the winds that set the boat sail, right? After Gemini is Cancer. So before you set a sail on a boat, you need to get the sail, like the wind, to blow the sail. And the direction that the boat sails into is the cardinality on water, represented by Cancer, which is the direction of your own emotions flowing from the wind of your thoughts, because your thoughts direct what you feel. All right. Of course, the more aligned with truth and integrity these thoughts are, the more prominent this direction is. If, of course, your thoughts are not aligned and you're thinking either which way, the boat's not going to go anywhere. So the next 30 days, in this Gemini season, is appropriately aligning the wind to blow in the direction that Cancer with Jupiter will expand. Because unlike the last 12 years, we have a new boat. Jupiter and Cancer is the new wave. It's a new boat. It's like watching One Piece and now Luffy. I haven't watched One Piece, by the way, but I know, I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to read the manga from scratch. So it's going to take me 15 years to finish, but it's like Luffy getting a new boat. You know that the real OG One Piece fans know that the boat that Luffy has sailed on has upgraded itself several times. So you're getting ready to upgrade this boat on this pirate ship. And Gemini season is going to revisit the belief systems that now Saturn is in Aries, fulfilling this new world order. So now that we've released a 30-year cycle with Saturn, Mercury has overcame its Uranus conjunction in Taurus, and it's in Gemini. We have Moon, Mercury, Sun, Jupiter in Gemini right now. Peak magic, all right? Not like Pisces level diabolical divine magic. We're just talking about the original word magic that it doesn't warp your reality and make you wonder what the fuck does any of this mean. Pisces, no, we're not talking about that type, man. We're not talking about Sagittarius diabolical chaos magic that just wants to burn everything to. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Gemini magic before magic got weird. Okay, you had Gemini magic, then you had Virgo magic. Virgo magic really takes itself very serious. Just look at any Virgo, you feel me? It's a real form of magic. It's consistent for that reason. All right, and the South Node is there. When we come into September, we're going to integrate how everything that we believed in March has come real. And after Virgo, magic just becomes weird as fuck. You start hacking reality with Sagittarius. We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about the real basic original magic where you say something and something happens, right? Not this Hollywood magic that they've convinced you magic is. Everyone thinks magic is Pisces magic. That's everyone thinks rapping or doing something means it has to be mainstream and it's all over the world. No, it's really in the monotonous day-to-day shit you do every day. Magic is in the thoughts that you think to yourself every day. Magic is in what you tell yourself every day, and that forms Virgo magic, your behavior. It all starts with Gemini and Virgo. Everyone wants to look at this impossible, oh, I created a miracle. That's Sagittarius and Pisces magic. That's high magic, diabolical. They just exist to troll you. Okay, you really want the Gemini Virgo magic. That's the magic that's not flashy. That's the magic that you have to be every day in the gym. Okay, so this new moon in Gemini realigns what this magic word for you is. For me, almighty reflects my state because I want to be almighty in everything I do. So I know the affirmation for Aries. Shout out to Jamie, just texted me. The affirmation for Aries was I'm almighty or I'm limitless, right? For Taurus, the affirmation was I have all power, I have all knowledge, I have all presence, the all wealth spell. I have an unlimited amount of anything. Now we're going to apply both of these, which we spent 30 days telling ourselves, aligning, seeing, and now we're going to create a word that reflects that. This word could be limitless. It's whatever word you want. It's the same thing we did last year. We're going to do this every year. Every year we program our spiritual intelligence. AI is built off of our own brains, right? AI is an imitation of what our brains compute and can process as our own personal individualized supercomputers. So whatever it is you are inputting into this is what will output through your behavior in Virgo season, as Gemini is the checkpoint between the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo. North Node in Pisces is your beliefs. South Node in Virgo is unlocking analysis to support these beliefs, right? Because you can believe something, but we need to analyze how those beliefs are real, or you're delusional. Sorry. But if not, then you're bridging both worlds. And it's our thought process in between the vocal nature of our words that brings beliefs into reality. So we can say stuff and hear how weird and stupid it sounds so that we can, with Virgo, bring reality to it. Or it could be like, oh, wow, this is smart. Let's analyze how it is. All right. So that's the integration path from Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And Gemini is that final point of activation that allows us to project the thought process of what we believe, bringing this more into reality and out of just concept. So my magic word is going to be almighty. And this is what you want to do for the next 2 weeks. We're going to have our new moon ceremony where we're going to officially break in this new magic word. Everything that you want to do, anything that you feel as a command prompt, say your magic word as a response. So if you're going to open the door, before you open the door, say your magic word. Limitless. Then open the door. Before you do anything, say your magic word. You're going to be programming this magic word to the point where you can just say it and it will produce that effect. And this is what I'm saying. Before you look at Harry Potter, a Leo main character, do Wingardium Leviosa and float, y'all were not shooting with this man in the gym. That involved him being in the forest and practicing his Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Y'all just want to be able to do magic spells off the fly and just think because you got it from Google or you saw someone do it, it's going to work with you. That's not how life works. You can't just pick up a 500-pound dumbbell, and just lift it. You have to start from somewhere first. The person who's lifting 500 started with the 25, and then they hit the 50, and then they hit the 75, and that took repetition. And magic is no different. The principle of Virgo teaches you that magic is through repetition and consistency. The principle of Gemini lets you know that magic is true and it is expressed through your mind or outwardly, vocally. And then you repeat it with Virgo, that you start to see the effects with Sag. Then it becomes something else entirely with Pisces. We're not going to talk about that. In fact, finally, Pisces, we done with you. We're fucking done with you. We leaving you behind. I couldn't talk shit because your OG was in your sign and Neptune was making motherfuckers disappear. Okay? Not anymore. We are surviving Pisces coming soon. Surviving Pisces coming soon. And Aquarius, you get your own documentary too. It's just Hades is still your sign until 2044. So like, there you go. Okay, they don't got Saturn, they don't got Neptune, it's got the North Node. So I'm snitching on you, Pisces. You're gonna be so beyond magical. Yeah. Book coming soon. Anyway, that being said, thankfully we in a real sign. We in a real motherfucker sign like Aries, stand on two. And Aries got these hands for you So we about to really keep it moving. The winds of change are bringing in this new world. This is a brave new world order. That being said, you're going to begin to see everything change moving forward as we bring in this new cycle. So you're going to see people parrot old traditions from a dead world. I'm sorry, the world that your parents came from and their parents came from is dead. This new generation of crash outs is creating something unrecognizable in front of your eyes. And Gen Alpha and Gen Beta are going to take it to a whole new world. So you're going to see people caught in between both worlds wondering, how come people don't date like my parents used to? How come these traditions are being... It's dead. That's why. It's been dead. We're in a new world, baby. Whatever is real, 007, whatever real about that is going to be preserved, as you will have to carry down this tradition through your own DNA. But a lot of these cultural customs, that's what South Node and Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and Leo are doing. It's out of here. We're done with that. We're done with the 90s. Shout out to the 90s kids. That being said, 1990 gang, best year ever, greatest year ever. That being said, y'all, embrace this new change. This word is going to come to you. And as we do this every year, the difference between this year and previous years is Pluto is now aligning the supernatural awakening towards this active expression of enlightenment out of Plato's cave. Okay? So allow these new ideas to surface. We're just getting started. The new moon Gemini portion is you activating a new mindset. What is the new way you want to think? For me, I'm sexy as fuck. I'm almighty, right? I think there's a spark within everybody. Claim that. And don't look to your external environment, because you create what that is, and just repeat it until it changes. I can only tell you this because I have results with this. I'm not trying to tell you to do something that I'm experimenting with. We're always constantly doing this. So, of course, the sextile that this moon in Gemini will make to Mars and Leo is going to take the actions socially that you're courageously and boldly expressing these thoughts through, and it's going to help you understand how to eloquently communicate the shit talking more. I mean, this boldness a lot more, okay? That being said, the trine of Pluto is definitely going to remind you what time it is. We're in a new era. All right, the last time Pluto was here, every revolution happened known to mankind. All that old shit is dead. Like, I'm telling you right now, you can really hold yourself back, allowing people who are trying to live a dead culture and world bring you down to that, where you're meant to repopulate this new world. You're meant to really bring newness and new structure, new culture, new tradition, which is going to be unrecognizable because you're the first one fucking doing it. So really mind, what are you telling yourself? If you knew that everything that you are saying is magically manifesting at Planck lengths and auto nervous levels that you're not fully conscious of yet, in anticipation for creation to mirror what you're saying, what would you be telling yourself? How would you be talking to yourself if you knew that your heart was a magic lamp that's going to reflect the state of your inner world? Hopefully you'd be a lot kinder to yourself, and you will not let external influences bully and trick you into thinking and believing stuff that's not coming from you. All right? This is a soul affair. Don't let people enact persuasion to trick you out of using your own magic wand to affirm stuff that they believe, because they don't know. And if they think they know, tell them to put it on their life and watch what happens. You'll see that they either don't, they make excuses for it, they'll say anything but put it on their life. Stop listening to people like that. They want to tell you what to do about your life, but they can't back it up. So just realistically be mindful of what you're saying. Know that every word you're saying is magic. And let's get ready to activate this magic word. This is what we're going to take with us to integrate over the summer season. And trust, it's about to get crazy. Saturn in Aries is going to restrict individual rights, because that's the new bad. It's going to feel like 2020 with Saturn Capricorn, but more personal. So really be mindful. If they try and shut down speech and whatnot, it's not going to work like they tried last time. A lot more people are going to fight back. And as these winds of change shift us into the beginning of this next era through the next year, congratulations in advance. Really, really keep your mind on heavenly and eternal things, and prepare for victory, baby.